students, welcome to English period. Let's start a new story, Sindbad the Sailor. This story is being narrated by Sindbad himself, who works as a sailor. Or you can say he was a crew in one of the ships. So Sindbad was very often going for sailing, and after his 6th trip he said he won't be going for any more sailing. But the caliph, or you can say the ruler of that place, he called him and he said that he has to go to his best friend with some gifts. So Sindbad agreed and he went to meet king's friend, and this friend was in a place called Serendip. Okay, when Sindbad went to the other king, he was welcomed very happily. He was given VIP treatment. Okay, Sindbad was very happy, and while returning back, he was given a lot of gifts, and all those gifts were loaded in a big ship. This is how Sindbad set back his course towards Baghdad. Now, he was not very lucky. On his way back home, he was attacked by a group of robbers, or you can call pirates. And he was made a slave and being sold to a rich merchant. Now this merchant was very kind. He took him to his house, he gave him new clothes to wear, and he also gave him food to eat. Sindbad was very lucky enough to have such a good master who treated him so well. So the master asked him, "Do you know how to shoot with an arrow?" To which Sindbad replied, yes, he already know that because he had done those things when he was young. So listening to this, Sindbad was taken to a deep forest by his master, and he was told to shoot the elephants and kill them. And before leaving him in the forest, the master gave him some food and water to drink. So Sindbad, he climbed a huge tree and he waited for the elephants to come. And the night was over. Early in the morning, a group of elephants, they passed by, and looking at these elephants, Sindbad started to shoot with his arrows. And after so many shoots, he was successful in killing one elephant. Now, as the master had told, whenever you kill any elephant, you come and tell me immediately. So, remembering that, Sindbad immediately went to the master and told about this elephant which he killed. They both came back and made a pit, and inside that pit, Sindbad and his master, they buried the elephant. Why did they do so? Because when the dead body of the elephant becomes a skeleton, they would remove the tusk from it and sell it at a good price. So tusk is a very precious thing. You get a lot of money for selling a tusk. Nowadays it is a crime. If you are found doing so, you will be given punishment by the government. Okay, so you're not supposed to hurt animals. Sindbad was very scared by looking at the behavior of elephants. The leader of the elephant, he took the tree in which he was sitting and pulled it out of the ground with the help of his trunk. Sindbad fell on the ground, and the leader of the elephant took him in his trunk and put him on his back. And after doing this, he started to crash through the jungle in a particular direction. Now Sindbad was very scared throughout the way. He was holding the elephant very tightly, hoping that he will not be falling on the way. The journey continued for a long time. Sindbad lost all his senses on the way to this journey. And finally the destination came. It was a big hill, and the elephants put him down at the foot of this big hill. The elephants trumpeted and they left Sindbad there. As Sindbad looked around himself, he observed that he is at the foot of a large hill. And he saw a lot of elephant bones and tusks around him. Sindbad immediately understood that this place is the burial ground of elephants. and the elephants wanted him to know that there is no need of killing them every day, as ample of bones and trunks are available on this ground. Sindbad immediately went back to his master and told him about the incident. He returned with his master to the burial ground. The master, looking at all the bones and tusks, he was very happy. He said, "You have made me rich. Now I cannot keep you as my slave anymore. You are free to go to your own place, Baghdad." Listening to this announcement, Sindbad was very happy. He was more than happy because he was now a free man. So he went back. He was waiting for his ship to come to carry him back to his place, Baghdad. The master of Sindbad gifted him a lot of jewelry and the elephant tusk before he returned. He was very happy. After returning back to Baghdad, he met his old master, the Caliph, and told him about the whole incident. The Caliph was also more than happy for him. He also gifted him so many things, so many precious things. And finally, Sindbad retired as a rich and a happy man.